Welcome back
to Code Vein.
To Code Vein.
I'm drinking coffee.
Oh, God.
It's a new week.
It's a new week.
We had to change to, sorry to interrupt you. We had to change over to a different build because the Ichor-based blood build was not helping you.
Was overall a detriment.
We were all over the place in the last episode's
I
fucking commentary.
know.
I was watching it while I was editing it this morning, and it's so wild. Like, it was so...
legitimately everywhere.
Oh, man. Like, we started off talking about, like, normal things and whatever, blah, 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 D&D, Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
And then from there, we roll into talking...
We devolved
It was like,
quickly.
talk about Capri-Sun, talk about the Terminator, and then it ends on Rouge with big knees, and you're like, dude, what? And the video ends. It ends on me saying, Google that, and then it ends, and you're like,
I didn't even remember to Google that.
No,
I don't think I want to anymore.
No, you shouldn't. Don't. Oh my God, don't. So, I was going to say a thing and I totally blanked on it. You were saying something and I interrupted you.
I don't remember what it is anymore.
Oh, man. I love this fucking game. It's so cool. So, okay, I have a thing we can talk about.
All right.
Dark Souls.
Okay, starting strong.
Starting strong. So you remember Rum, one of the guys from the guild, right? He's been in a couple videos here and there.
Yep.
He was in the WoW Battle for Azeroth video, and he's been in some Overwatch videos and stuff.
Yep.
So I did a lot of heavy hand-holding to help him get into Dark Souls because he was like my kid.
Damn, that's a hit.
That's a hit. He's like, I want my kids to be into it. Or vice versa. My kids are into it, I want to, but it's hard and I get super pissed off.
The difficulty curve there is significant.
It's a wall.
It's a brick wall.
It's a 90-degree angle.
Like... Yeah, it starts like a regular
it's a Ninja Gaiden difficulty curve.
Yeah, it starts ramping up, and then the moment you hit the Asylum Demon, the whole thing just kind of shit.
And for anyone who for some reason wouldn't know where that is, you'd be like, is that like 10 hours in? No, that's 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's the first 45 minutes of the game.
Oh man, it looks like she's outside of the bubble.
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah. But I did some hand holding. This is like a year and a half ago or more now, where he was like, "What the shit? What is this? Like, help me!" And I was like, "All right." And we literally went into Discord.
We got the pipe.
You got the pipe equipped for those quick dashes.
Which is
going to be instrumental in your ability to dodge.
All right, we ready?
I am.
I'm not.
Okay, that blood veil just before you go in, the vest on that is fucking popping. You look fire.
Phenomenal.
You look fire, my dude. Get in there.
All right, gonna buff up real quick.
To use, as the kids would say, you got big mood going.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna ignore my souls real quick. And that did nothing. I should really just take the hint. Ow! Ow!
Oh, you're leaking.
Oh, that's okay. Yikes.
Getting hit with all that Taco Bell. I was going to get all anal about the fact that one of your slots is open for your abilities, but this build doesn't really rely on them, so it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, God.
Louis, you can do it. You're the best support guy we have because you're the quick, agile, well-balanced dude.
I got the dodge on... Ow! Fuck.
There's a guy on Twitter who is going through the entire Pokedex and making D&D dire monsters of every Pokemon. It is awesome, and they are horrifying, and I love them.
Awesome and horrifying at the same time. Something... I didn't think I could proc slow on her.
Oh yeah, hey, look at that. I think this is going to be our one.
This might be it.
Well, you're at about 60% right now. You've got just about half your healing. You've accidentally cycled to your Ichor instead of your healing, by the way. There you go.
Yep.
Oh,
dear. Ow. Fuck.
Shit. I just had one of those moments where I was like, I gotta... Oh, fuck. Where I
knew it. I knew it. I wasn't going to say anything because I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I got started talking about bullshit right away. I forgot the timer. It's on now. It's fine.
Ah, damn.
I still don't know how I feel about this design. Like I said, it's just on the cusp of me really liking it.
Oh.
You know what would make it for me?
What would make it for you?
If it evolved and got more monstery as the fight went on, then I'd be into it. But because it stays the same the whole time, I just don't feel it as much. Did you watch The Witcher show?
I haven't.
It's fine.
People keep telling me I should, but I haven't.
Did you like Xena?
Xena, the warrior princess?
That's the one.
No. I haven't seen it.
Oh, all right.
We may hit the nail on the head here.
Don't get greedy and you will succeed.
Build it and they will come.
Did you hear that they're doing a Sandlot reunion movie?
What?
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Yikes.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, but Louis backing you up. He's getting the damage in while you tank all the hits. Oh, that's just super it.
Yep.
This is it. Oh, fuck. Come on, Louis. Louis.
No!
So anyway, I'm helping Rum with Dark Souls 1.
Yeah?
And he's played with us a couple times, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I still have it installed if
yeah.
you guys want a third nerd dirt.
Well, we haven't played together a super long time because schedule conflict, but
right. Maybe.
But the first time that we sat down and played was he was going through the tutorial Asylum Demon, Undead Asylum in the first game. And he's like, what the fuck is this game's deal? And he literally put on screen share in Discord, and I sat there with no sound and broke down literally everything as best I could, like I was sitting literally right next to him. I was like, all right, here's the deal. And we sat there for like 4 hours.
Jesus.
And I broke down literally everything as it became available to him. I was like, this is how blocking and parrying work. This is how your equipment load works. This is how weight capacity works. This is how how the rolling mechanics factor in. This is how, and I broke down literally every system that I could because it's like you need to know where to start. And like I said, it is a 90-degree angle, and then the curve starts.
And then it starts.
And then once you get to level, what is it, like 980 or whatever?
Once you get high enough,
then it plateaus. But that's after like 100 hours of play or whatever.
Yeah, give or take. But by then you should have figured it out. Not saying, just saying.
Yeah.
Like if that's how far you're willing to get.
Well, I don't know. It's taken people people are still finding shit out about games.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear that people are still finding shit in Mortal Kombat 2?
In the Mortal Wombat, huh?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
No. People are like, oh yeah,
Those
by the
games
way,
are absolutely fucking loaded.
here's the secret Ed Boon screen that lets you do literally whatever you want inside the game.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. Not literally anything, but it's like the experimental test mode where you can just do crazy shit. I love when you hear stuff. You dropped an item. When you hear stuff about like Ed Boon back when Mortal Kombat was like first becoming like this giant sensation.
Yeah.
And how he would just bullshit people about everything.
Oh yeah, totally worth it.
It's so good. Did I tell you like what happened when the first game was in literally like its first test release, where they were like, we need play testers to find out if the game like
beta testing?
Yeah, it was literally in its beta test phase, and they had people were under like I think it was a press release maybe of like, here's some gameplay, like check it out, get your hands on it, write an article or whatever.
Right.
And they had people on the floor testing it, and a little kid who was like 10 years old or whatever played the game, and they were like, we'll put a fatality in the game.
Fatality.
Just to see.
I don't need the health boost, but I do need the stamina boost for this weapon.
Yeah. Just to see
if
anybody will ever get them, because we figure it'll be something that a guy will do 5 years from now, and by that point, like, the game will be obscure or whatever, and will boom back real fast. And on the first day of the testing, a 10-year-old kid or whatever hit it and did Sub-Zero's head rip fatality where he rips the opponent's head off. And he goes, holy shit. And he tries to explain to people that it happened, and nobody saw it, so nobody believed him. And he went to Ed Boon, and he's just like, Mr. Boon, I'm playing your game, and nobody believes that I did this thing where I ripped the guy's head off. And he's like, that's not in the game. And he just fucking lied to him about it. And he still does that where he just lies about shit because he wants people to just dig forever until they find more things. I'm off topic from Dark Souls, but this is fine.
Ah, damn.
Oh, damn. Fuck. Jesus, those hands are brutal. They also hurt the frame rate when they happen.
Runneth up, bitch. Thou doth not want these hands.
Dost thou even hoist? All right.
That was a power-up phase. Oh, God. I went through my Icar so quickly.
Yeah. Well, you're leaking, that's why.
Oh, Louis, pick me up.
You're up. Uh-oh, hands coming at you.
Hands coming at Louis.
Too far. There you go.
Oh, I got greedy. Oh.
It was worth it. Get that big baseball hit. Yeah. There you go. There you go. She's busting out the pirouettes. Okay, I'll let you finish this fight, and then I gotta ask you a fucking question. Because something's been bugging my brain for like a day and a half now.
Yeah.
What's the name of the pentameter for music?
The pentameter?
Yeah, there's a it's something pentameter. It's a music term.
Are you talking about the meter?
I don't remember. It is a music term for like the rhythm or something like that, or the tempo, and it is something pentameter, and I can't remember what this term is. And it's
okay,
making me,
you may be thinking of iambic pentameter.
That's the one. Thank you.
And that's actually that's more of a poetry style. Shakespeare wrote in iambic pentameter, and that was mainly the where he would stress certain syllables. It's kind of like how it's the rhythm. I have a hard time.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Get on up. It's bobsled time.
Yes, we will put this reference in at every opportunity.
It refers to the meter in which it's spoken. So in this instance, the meter, musically speaking, is the time signature.
Yeah.
So that could be 4/4, 3/4, 6/8, 7/11. Try counting in 7/11. I dare you.
I don't even like. That's one of those things where like when people are like, "This is this system," I just go, okay, because I don't even know where to begin. I'm just like, right.
Well, most musicians will typically it's called subdivision. When you take, say, a standard 4/4, that's called common time. When you take common time and you count, when you subdivide in, say, eighth notes from there, you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Okay.
Right?
Hold that thought.
I have a naturally high compatibility, so if there's any way that
And she's just gonna hurdle her way over.
So she's like a type O.
God damn it.
Blood type.
even if it costs me my humanity.
What did you think I meant?
Oh, I thought you were making a pun about typos.
Finally awake.
What the fuck? No, why? How?
I don't know. You said type O, and I went, and that was both.
It's a vampire game about being all about blood codes. I would assume that she's a type O blood type.
You want a character with a type O? That's this character right here.
That's also us.
Yeah, I suppose she's just,
She said high compatibility
she's
is all.
high. I'd say she's O positive, whereas our character is O negative, the universal donor.
Don't blame yourself for this, Jack.
So,
You were always so kind to me.
Jack, real good bro.
Real good onigiri, I hear.
I have no regrets.
You're making a face at me.
Yeah, I am. Shaking my head at you.
I wish.
Really good onigiri. Yeah. That's Yakumo, thank you. Yakumo makes, from what I've heard, the best onigiri.
The biggest onigiri in town.
Enough to feed a 400-pound cat monster.
5 finger foot long. No, no, yeah, 5 finger. I was gonna say 5 finger
The
discount.
showstopper.
He's got a special called the Magic
Hashtag
Mike.
butt stuff.
Oh, God. Why butt stuff right away? He opens butt stuff.
Opens the folder.
Oh, God. What are we
Finds that
talking
picture
about?
of the grade A butt.
That picture's so good. I showed it to you the first time, and you were like, I need this in my life.
I need this in my life. I need more.
Gotta put that picture in now. Which I'm gladly gonna do.
Maybe I should showcase that grade A anime butt.
Oh, man.
Went through so there was a patch that came out today and we went through and toyed with some of the options.
Nothing too spectacular.
Nothing over the top, but you can now hide your blood code.
Blood veil.
Your blood veil. As it is, just to give you guys a time frame, this episode will go out long after this patch has been live, but
It will go out tomorrow.
oh. In that case,
Wednesday the 26th. to be
nice.
specific.
Well, effectively yesterday, Tuesday the
When I
25th,
first met you,
2020
absolutely nothing.
of February.
You gave me the light of hope.
Yeah. No, that patch went live.
These two have a really sweet relationship.
Isn't it though? It's so sweet you could choke on it. Just
And my
makes me
voice.
want to vomit a rainbow.
If you must. That Pride Godzilla that I showed you.
So cool.
So cool. These two have a really cool relationship that I really appreciate because it's very dynamic and it seems to be very like level.
Don't be
They're-
sad, Jack.
What I mean is that they have a very good power dynamic.
Right. They got a
From the
really solid
moment I
thing
took
going on.
my role,
And it takes
I
more,
knew
like,
this
I appreciate it
would
because it takes
eventually
on
be
so
my
many
fate.
different levels.
Mm.
On one hand, you have Eve, who,
Eva.
I was still happy
Eva, whatever,
Doesn't matter.
however you pronounce it.
because I was with you.
On one hand, she has complex emotions towards Jack, and because he rescued her and then he shut her out, and
Don't mind me. I was biting my fingernails and I did that thing where you pull back and it
Yeah.
was like up to the cuticle we go.
oh god.
Yeah, not a fun feeling.
And Ava went through and
I'm bleeding.
sacrificed that much more of herself to be with Jack and to be of service to Jack.
Yeah.
And Jack, on the other hand, just wants her to
Your
live
mission is
her
an important
to live her best life.
I'm bleeding.
That looks painful.
It's not, but it's really
one.
frustrating.
Burn bright, while the candle of life still burns.
And Jack just he cares about her. He rescued her.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he feels kind of conflicted about killing people
Yeah.
just to keep the world turning.
If you're wondering why I'm like jiving all over, it's because I've got my ponytail resting on my back and it's making my shoulders wet, and I'm like, ugh.
Ugh. First time I saw this,
Mm-hmm.
there were tears. This is just a really heartfelt moment.
Yeah, it's really nice. I always have mixed feelings about the fact that all the other characters that aren't directly related to the relationship in question at any given
Show up.
scene, they're just there watching. Like, it leaves me in this place of just like, it's so awkward that they just stand there and watch.
And watch this interpersonal moment take place.
But I also feel that it's one of those nice moments where the characters are also able to, how can I say this, be more engaged in that person, that person or those people's worlds. You know what I mean?
That's fair. So yeah, I can see that. It definitely gives people something to connect over,
Yeah, absolutely.
especially since they've all had something like that.
Exactly, yeah.
Louis lost his sister.
And then some.
And then some. Holy fuck, Louis lost a lot. Really makes you wonder how he keeps it together.
I got a thing to talk to you about between episodes, by the way. You say keeping it together in spite of a thing. You're going to be like, oh, damn.
Not damn. Yeah, Yakima lost.
Everyone. His whole militarized unit, and the one girl who was like, hey, I just want to hug you and lay next to you in bed and stare at you. No reason.
Like, right. There's no one else she would rather lay lay in bed next to and stare at her phone with.
I have a picture that I send to Julie every once in a while, and it's two like really crude, just like basically like stick figures laying in bed next to each other, and one of them's laying there, eyes closed, and the other one's laying curled around them, eyes open, the person with the eyes closed, it just says, "Please go to sleep." And the other person says, "I just want to stare at you."
I just want to stare at you.
And I just
Can't
send her
I
that,
admire?
I just send her that picture from time to time, and she's like, "Oh my god,
You fucking weirdo.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes, and
the epitome of yes and."
Rules of Improv 101. And
Saved
it
you
looks
so
like
good, girl.
this is the first successor we have rescued that has maintained her human shape.
Which I was really like confused, but like kind of disappointed in, but also fine with.
But also, yeah, that works, I guess.
Eva.
But it has legitimate reasons for why.
She's back to normal.
Well, I'm not sure I understand why, to be perfectly honest.
Well, because
Relic's effect? Maybe it's because we were there to treat her immediately.
she becomes a party member
Oh,
that you
yeah.
can take out.
Oh yeah, well, she's
I didn't
actually
wanna-
she's actually my preferred party member, to be perfectly honest. She
I-
balances out a lot of the damn dag, and she does just the right kind of
You held the
Counterbalance for your playstyle.
yeah. Well, yes and no. She's a ranged character
Mhm.
like Mia. Like, we'll totally roll through that in the next episode.
Experiment with her a bit.
Yeah.
You don't need to say anything.
Much like how Louis is a solid contrast for my spell-based build,
Mhm.
Let me stay with
and
you.
if you're running a tanky build,
I love their relationship. I'm sorry.
it's so wholesome.
It is.
Ask.
Do you even need to ask?
You know what it reminds me of? And you're going to fucking be like number one with a bullet. It reminds me of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, right?
That's so real. It's still my favorite anime to pull screen
That's
screen
so
grabs
good.
from. Like, holy fuck.
I just love
Can
like,
I don't want to go to work. Can I? Or like, I don't want to go to work. Can I stay home? I think when I grow up, I want to be like Santa, because Santa only works for like 3 days out of the year.
Oh man, that fucking show is so good.
And what's her face is like, God damn it, I feel that way too. But
We're going after Mido.
that keep in the background.
Yeah, that's sinister.
How do you
In
even
it,
know
though?
where he is? He's performed countless.
He's totally not in that building right over there.
Right.
He's stolen the
It's
ones
totally not it. Totally inconspicuous.
If I was there and Yakumo's just like, we don't even know where he is, I'd literally just go,
do you not see the? Do you not see the monstrosity before you?
Take Silva's relic as well.
Oh man, this is a fucking game.
So
Mm-hmm.
Silva's a successor.
Not for long.
Silva
That's not the
is
only
a
problem.
successor.
The Red Mist. The jail of the mists that covers the world and deepens.
Hate how they
Revenant's
pronounce jail.
bloodthirst.
It's supposed to be Gale.
I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. I haven't seen that word before. I'd have to really dig into the dictionary.com.
Yeah.
Soldiers were needed to fight the queen when she frenzied, since humanity had already suffered significant losses.
I'll continue my Rumgar story in the next episode, by the way. We've immediately had to roll into
Oh,
cutscene
before-
talk, so I was
yeah.
like,
But yeah, rolling back onto musical meters.
yes.
Most musicians learn how to count to 4 very early on.
Red Mist.
I mean, I did, but it's not musically inclined. It's just,
But when you have something written in 3/4, that's typically like a waltz time signature, because you count it 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, right? But when you count something like 6/8,
Though, I have to
um,
admit, if every revenant was like you,
it's
wouldn't
or
have been as
7/8.
much of a
Think about
concern.
7/8, for example.
I don't even know where to begin.
That would be, you'd probably end up having to count that out.
We'll take
1
the
2
path
1
to the
2 1 2
fortress.
3.
With speed and a little luck, we might catch him.
I don't even
Just to
understand
make
how
sure-
to like.
Well, okay, so the top number is how much is in that measure, right?
Sure,
But the bottom note
per bar.
per bar.
Okay.
Right? And the bottom is effectively which kind of note do you stress?
Mhm.
For a moment.
So in this instance, when you're subdividing, you're stressing it down, like the 8 there. You would
Sharp eyes, kid.
that would come across as, I want to say, like the 8th note there.
Yeah.
Because if if there are 4 quarter notes to a measure, there are 8 eighth notes. There are 8 eighth notes.
Harmonia!
Hey!
Eva Rowe.
And that is the 4th thing in there. Anyway, musical jargon aside, the joke there is that you only really need to count to 4. We're gonna go pick up the yeah, we're gonna go pick up the thing real quick.
The person standing down the hall that you have to go talk to right now.
Yup.
The hell was I gonna say to you? Oh God. Oh well.
This would go so much faster if I could fast.
Take long.
You're almost there.
I want to
There
set
we
up.
go.
Wait.
Bingo!
So
There's another person back here?
It's probably a side quest.
Definitely a side quest, it looks like, towards the beginning of the zone.
Yeah.
Gonna have to run through those at some point.
You know what song I was listening to last night while I was working? I was listening to the intro to, you may remember, a little show called Ancient Magus's Bride.
I do.
I was
That
listening to
is
the intro
still
to
one
that.
of my favorites right now.
Oh, man.
The intro is so solid.
So good.
It has the same kind of vibe
It
as
was that and the Spice and Wolf intro. I was listening to those back to back, and I was just like, "Oh man!"
If you want something that really digs deep, the opening to Serial Experiments Lane. Totally recommend. Totally recommend. Move to the corresponding point, and we will see you next time for another exciting episode of
God, I hope a cutscene doesn't start.
Vein.